That is the danger of intervention in other people's wars thousands of miles away. Those at the other end of foreign bombs and their surviving family members or anyone who sympathizes with them have great incentive to seek revenge. This feeling should not be that difficult to understand. Seeking to understand the motivation of a criminal does not mean that the crime is justified, however. We can still condemn and be appalled by the attacks while realizing that we need to understand the causation and motivation. This is common sense in other criminal matters, but it seems to not apply to attacks such as we saw in Canada last week. Few dare to point out the obvious. Canada's aggressive foreign policy is creating enemies abroad that are making the country more vulnerable to attacks rather than safer. Predictably, the Canadian government is using the attacks to restrict civil liberties and expand the surveillance states like the U.S. Patriot Act, Canadian legislation that has been previously proposed to give the government more authority to spy on and aggressively interrogate its citizens has been given a shot in the arm by last week's attack. Unfortunately, Canada has unlearned the lessons of 1968. Staying out of other people's war makes a country more safe. Following the endless war policy of its southern neighbors opens Canada up to the ugly side of blowback.